आपादमौलि पर्यन्तां गुरुणामाकृतिं स्मरेतेन विघ्नप्रणश्यन्ति सिद्ध्यन्ति च मनोरथः लक्ष्मीं तमुपनितरामितरानपेक्षमङ्घ्रिद्वयं निगमसाखिशिखाप्रवाहं हैरम्बमम्बुरुहडम्बरचौर्यनिक्रं विघ्नाद्रिभेदशतधारधुरन्धरन्नः हरि ओम सर्वेभ्यः वेलकम टू दी 24th Bhashya session. So from 74 to 76, the shlokas that we saw, the essence of samsara is Hari. Why the essence of samsara is Hari? We've talked about this. It is not a question of a deity being responsible for creation. It is what he represents. Deification has happened because of our rishis, our ancestors learning that our sense organs can only process one that we can perceive through it. So I need a shape because my eyes cannot see something that is without a shape. I can see water, but water also has shape, by the way. Bhaswara Rupa, Shukla Bhaswara. When we talk about that gunas, that also is a part of it. The color is also a part of it. So in the same way, without guna, it is not possible for me to understand it, and therefore we have given Narayana a form. But then what does he represent? Narayana means the place from which Nara gets ashraya, or from where the adobe, from where the source of everything. Now, the interpretation in our, on a scientific basis, we can interpret this as being the source of everything. The source of everything is what? The primordial matter. The primordial matter has resulted into the existence. Existence has brought upon us. That is one way. The second, that is Nara getting ashraya, is that existing getting ashraya. Existing happens only at a particular state. It cannot happen at different. We have three states. No? We have three devas. It at Brahma, when we look at ourselves, Brahma is ever expanding. So creation is rapid. Rudra is ever destroying. Destruction is rapid. So our cells are multiplying, reproducing. If it goes beyond a certain pace, then existence cannot be, because it leads to a cancer. If destruction is continuous beyond a certain thing, okay, then what happens? If destruction is more, then I become old very quick. Vridhabhya. So these two has to be balanced. Only if it gets balanced, I reach a state where I can sustain. Otherwise, I suffer both the ends, which is why Hari Tattva is important. Why is Hari Sarvottama? Because of this. So that state where he can exist, where there is balance between the two, that is the Paramanu, that is the essence of creation. Because within a cell also we have learned, within a cell also there is a nucleus, and there is production going on, there is destruction going on, there is digestion going on, energy is produced, there is mitochondria, lysosomes, etc., etc. All the activities are going on, but the state which sustains them is when balance is struck. Otherwise what happens? We cannot exist. Understanding this is Haritattva is important. And we have talked about how tongue is the expression. And humans, for us, humans' tongue is the primary expression. So how does it serve its purpose? That we have learned is how manifestation takes place, the state, that is Hari Tattva. We know that our source of manifestation, the primary understanding, the primary expression is tongue. Therefore, we link it together. We say that let us chant Hari's name. Let us chant that particular source which has led to manifestation. This will lead our thoughts to manifest into our words to manifest into actions. And therefore, it will lead to an overall state where the society is manifesting in the way that we want. That is the reason we should think of good things. It may sound philosophical, but this is logical. There is a very popular movie dialogue as well. Watch your thoughts for they become words. Watch your words for they become actions. Watch your actions for they become uh, something else. Watch your words for they become actions. Watch your actions for they become something else. And the whole world follows it. That is, there's a dialogue from a movie called as The Iron Lady. It's about Margaret Thatcher, former Prime Minister of UK, and there is a dialogue from that. So that is how it takes place. We may have different um, sources of philosophies. Philosophy is same nonetheless. So everybody talks about this. So the tongue is the primary purpose is served when it chants Hari's name, and therefore a tongue is doing its purpose. It is serving its purpose when Hari's name is chanted. The same way, a mind, when it dwells on Hari, now the mind has the ability to move our consciousness from any place. Consciousness lies in the mind. So therefore, my mind, when it fluctuates, consciousness also goes away. So I'm not able to focus on anything else. Having a sthira buddhi, chitta, focusing our mind on only one thing is attained. This is the difference. Where in Advaita, where the focus is, we are trying to force the mind, or by declination. Declination means we are detaching ourselves from the whole manifestation to focus our consciousness on realization. Here, the use is through expressions only. By thinking, by expressing, by keep saying Hari's name, my mind is going to be stuck in that Hari's name itself. When my mind gets stuck only in Hari's name, then it is sthira only. Technically speaking, it is sthira only. So when it is sthira, I have gained I've gained a state of mind where it has reached its focus. Now when I start doing the puja, now what is happening? I am saying Hari's name, I'm thinking Hari's name, and I'm also doing puja to Hari. So now what happens? The whole body, the whole sharira manifestation has now become one singular thought. That is through the single thought of Hari. That is the point of it. And that is what is going to let us manifest. I'm giving Hari name over here because this is Shri Krishnamruta Maharnava. But the principle is very much something that they have explored even in psychology, even in positive psychology. This has been the case because we have spoken about positive psychology. I'm just bringing that into the argument. But the point is, first, you look at symbolism that invokes positivity. Then I do things that is positive, that is bringing about overall well-being. When my mind reaches the state of well-being, I am pushing it towards actions that are going to bring together that soundness of mind, that is the flow of mind. I'm going to push it towards complete involvement into my actions, and I reach a state where whatever I'm thinking, I am able to realize it. That is the siddhi. So that is the cosmic energy. Usually what happens, one person is not able to attain all these things. That is the reason usually prayers in bunch, most of the cultures have understood that. So there is a particular time where you have to pray, because coming together, it practically amplifies that energy. That is the cosmic energy that we want to connect with. So they in Christians, they have the Sunday mass, or they have their own days. In the same way, the Muslims have their own timings of for namaz. So Hindus also have such things. Rarely people stick to it. Understanding is that In Brahmi Muhurta, if one wakes up, then at that point of time, it is extremely easy to understand this energy and connect with it. So performing the karmas, the kriyas, something like Sandhya Vandanam, etc., etc., will have that power. So we have muhurtas which tell us where certain karya should be done. It is not a question of which muhurta is suitable for what or anything like that. Which is more productive, because the rest of the people must follow. So there should be a coordinated effort. So for that, which is the right time? So that becomes a muhurta. So that is one of the understanding. So this siddhi is nothing over here. It is realization. It is manifestation. So that manifestation is only possible when I focus my mind body action into this particular me. Now, this is the philosophy part of it, but principle part of it. But here we are talking about the Hari Diksha, the essence of all Shastras. There it is saying that you have to divert all these things towards Hari. Let me not divert. You have to focus all these things towards Hari, which is the tattva that we are trying to realize, which himself is the manifested form, which himself is a state of manifestation. So it all comes together in that way. That is the essence of the next three shlokas. So with that, we end the Bhashya session. स्वस्ति प्रजाभ्यः प्रतिपालयन्तां न्यायेन मार्गेण महीमहीषा गोब्राह्मणेभ्यो शुभमस्तु नित्यं लोकाः समस्ताः सुखिनो भवन्तु कायेन वाचा मनसेन्द्रियैर्वा बुद्ध्यात्मना वा प्रकृते स्वभावात् करोमि यद्यत् सकलं परस्मै नारायणायेति समर्पयामि।